Welcome to your stream. So yeah, quite early for me compared to my usual times, but I am not gonna lie, I'm quite chuffed with that. I was trying to stream a wee bit earlier, but I literally logged onto the game and it was like pitch black. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna start the stream in the middle of the night when I can't even see anything, because yeah, it's just gonna make it miserable as of start. So yeah, I gave it a bit more time, and it does look like it's early morning at the minute. So yeah, at the minute we are not far from Rogova, just to the west of Rogova, I believe, which is literally where I'm gonna go. It's just like a few farm buildings. That's the Green Mountain over there. Yeah, let's hit the road, I guess, and see how we get on. My plan is still to make our way towards Staris Obor. I've been planning that for like a very long time now, I'm not gonna lie. Like a few days, literally since I've started playing on this server, I've been trying to reach Staris Obor and I've not managed that yet. So that's the goal for today. I've got some nails, I've got some code logs. I do not have all tools required for a base, but I don't think that should be much of an issue. Right, so this is where we've got our Green Mountain. Just trying to kind of imagine myself where exactly I am. So Green Mountain's there. Yeah, you want to go this way basically. Not that way. I do think so. I'm probably heading in the wrong direction as usual. Let me try to think this through properly. So if I wanted to go up north, I should probably be facing it there, that way. And if we go this way, yeah, that's it. Worked out. So this way we're gonna be heading east. Still a wee bit dark, but as I say, it's early morning already. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I just didn't want to start during night, because again, on the server the nighttime takes for literally forever. It takes about an hour until it gets somewhat manageable. So aye, let's head to Rogova. The sun is kind of hitting my monitor, well, not really sun, but daylight, and the reflection is not really making it easy for me to see, but I'll manage it just fine. I can see a church on there. I believe Rogova is literally just this way here. Cool. How is everyone doing? How was your new year? I hope you had a lovely evening yesterday, and yeah, potentially a decent party and celebrated New Year. We had a quiet one this year. Well, to be honest, second year in a row we've got a quiet one. Last year it was, my partner was heavily pregnant, so yeah, we just literally stayed at home. And yeah, that was my first probably New Year ever where I was sober. And this time, again, she's no longer pregnant, which means we've got a little boy. And yeah, our lives kind of changed since he was born, so it was just, well, three of us, me, my partner, the wee one, and our dog. All of us in bed. So yeah, it's year number 2 with absolutely no alcohol, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels amazing waking up in the morning on the first day of the year and being completely sober and not hangover. Yeah, not wanting to throw up and die. Yeah, so moving forward, I guess that'll be the case for the next few years, and even if we do decide to have a wee drink, we'll have to be a lot more responsible and careful when we were in parents basically. So I've managed to kill a cow last night. I got a few bits of meat. There was a lot more, but I've only had space for like 3 items. But yeah, I've munched one of them just now, and as you can see, my food is literally full. Got the heat buff, and water isn't much of a problem because I've got a full kettle. I've got this thing, and I've had the bottle, but I've used the bottle up to make a filter actually. So yeah, we've got plenty of water, nothing to worry about. Cool, let's see how we're gonna get on today. The server is still fairly quiet, which is pretty understandable. A lot of people probably still sleeping or hangover, and yeah, but I do believe it's gonna pick up quite a bit as we progress throughout the day. With the server being quiet and me wanting to build a base is like quite convenient, obviously a lot more chance of getting building supplies. And a lot quieter, so you know, safer to chop the trees down and carry the logs and whatnot. I'm still not 100% sure on where I'm gonna be building. I do wanna like us central to the map. I want it to be as central to the map as possible. On the previous server I've built like very far northeast, like a very north of a map, and bang on to the east, like pretty much on the coast, and that just made it quite difficult when I wanted to get some looting done, or even if I died, because on this server the spawn locations are just south of a map, so you don't spawn on the east coast, which yeah made it extremely difficult for me to, one, get back to my base after dying. There's a base there, and 2, it wasn't easy to get anywhere, like for looting and whatnot. I do need a repair kit. I've got quite a few things I need to repair, I think. One of them's being here. Happy days. I was really worried about that getting ruined, because yeah, I've not had a chance to get it repaired for a long time because simply couldn't find the repair kit. Is that gone? Just a few users out of it. Oh well, I should have kind of paid attention and fixed my boots as well. But yeah, let's sort the gloves and whatnot, make sure that is at least that worn, so because obviously the more damage the items get, the least insulation we have, so we want to keep it warm at all times because it's winter map. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted not repairing those boots, but right, we just gonna have to crack on and be careful with that base in there as well. This heavy snow is really not making it easy to see things. Yes, I did have an ore, but yesterday I managed to get myself an M16. Got it repaired, and also managed to get another mag and some bullets, so we're no longer like running about half a mag of ammunition. And that snow's really making it trippy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially when you're turning left and right, and that makes it quite difficult. But be careful, especially with jumping sounds and that, because it's quite loud and people might be able to hear me. We're gonna have a look at that base. Like, it does look like we may have been raided. Yeah. Right, so there is a flag but nothing else basically. Must have been raided. Unless I'm in the wrong building. Oh yeah, I am. Duh. The base is right there, and yeah, it's got a decent wall around and whatnot, so let's just move on. I would quite like to get a plate carrier. Only yesterday I've realised that I've not even had a bloody vest, like literally no armour whatsoever. Oh shit. Yeah, yesterday I managed to get this like wee vest, but I mean it's better than nothing. It's quite a decent vest to be fair, but it just doesn't have any storage or ability to add anything to it. So yeah, my plan is probably lead some melee places a wee bit up north. And then see if we can get a plate carrier, get some pouches on it as well. Make our life a lot easier. Chill here for a minute and look at the map, see what is best way for us to make our way up to Starry. We're actually quite close to. I'm just not sure if Starry is actually a good place to build my base, purely because how busy it usually is, and not really any forests around there. Yeah, I like to get logs and stuff. I'd quite like a building to be right next to like a forest. I don't have to like carry logs for too long basically. Far. Having a look. Rogovo would actually be a decent place, I'm not gonna lie, but I just feel like it's way too far down south. And obviously having that base right there is less than ideal for us as well. Yep, you know what, let's make our way towards Starry. It's literally the next town northwest. Oh, that's a cool dog. Well, I've got to anyway, so we are all good. Now the question is, yeah, so I'm just trying to understand, if you leave that way, yeah, this road's kind of taking us a wee bit up north, so we can go follow this road up until that path. We should be able to see if there's a heli spawn, if there is one, because there is a location just up the road, and if there isn't one, we'll just head east side, and yeah, we'll be and start in no time. I believe next wave this server is gonna change into organic roleplay. like similar to where I used to play before on Hey Bramby Livonia, but instead it'll be on Chernarus, and I feel like this is gonna be really cool, especially with all the additional mods like compound buildings and stuff. It should make it pretty interesting. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I could really do with, what's it called, compass, like my best friend when it comes to playing on servers without the built-in map. Open here for me. I think that's where the Status Aboris, we can actually see it from here already. Nah, I do have a feeling that I've just taken the wrong bloody road, and this is the Millie base. Yeah, I have, as usual, made a mistake. What's it called again? Is that way in? BMC basically, I think. I will come back to that a bit later. Now I want to make sure that I've got somewhere to stash my items, because the last thing we want is to die and lose everything we've got. Should probably head towards that little tree line there. Cabashino, which should probably be... Cabanino even should probably be a decent place to get our base in as well, but we'll see what the station on Starry is. If there is another basis or like too many bases or something, and I'm gonna move on somewhere else and see if we can find anything else. Cabanino's probably the next option. Girishino would probably be decent as well, because right next to the northwest. We'll see. Let's see what Starry it looks like at the minute. Yeah, that's Starry right there. You can see the church. Probably just stick to those little trees there, because yeah, not a good idea, especially in such a busy place, running in the middle of a field. I mean, normally it is a busy place, but at the minute the server is quite quiet, as I was saying, purely because obviously New Year's, people are hanging, sleeping, some probably working. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I had a week's break, just over a week, and it felt like it was only a few days, just, yeah, as always, too short. It feels too short. when you wait for your holiday, it feels like the time's just not moving. Like you've got a week left until you leave, and then it feels like it's been a month. Like every single day just gets harder and harder to wait. But the minute you're on leave, a week feels like a couple of days. It's like the weekend, it feels like you just finished work and it's Monday again. Right, that is us and Starry. I should probably have a look on the encyclopedia on the server to see if Starry is already tier 3. Well, that's not really Starry. Don't. Oh man, I am an absolute idiot. I literally just came back to Regola. How did I manage to do that? Don't ask me. That is what I was saying about me and navigation is like maybe our biggest enemy in DayZ, and then yeah, compass is literally my best friend. Oh well. I mean, at least this time I'm gonna take the right road. I should probably get that refilled as well. How did I just manage that? God knows. Like, actually, not a clue. I should probably go and loot the hunter's shop. There's a event to sell, medical event. Well, it looks like it may have been a good thing that I came back here. I feel about the white one, but it was good when it was still full on winter, but now I feel like that is just enough, because I'm not gonna go full white on anything else, so might as well just keep it the way it is. During the full on winter, yeah, it is. Bloody hell, how am I just stuck here? Are you for real? Shoot, I've not got any of these bad boys ready. Right. Honestly, the zombies are just so stupid sometimes. Oh yeah. It was worth coming back just for that alone. Yeah, it was worth to come back for... Yeah, ours pristine enough. Yeah, it was worth to come back for vitamins alone. You do get ill on the server quite often, and don't ask me why, like I literally haven't got a clue. Sometimes you just get ill. But yeah, nothing else here. Nothing else, so let's make our way towards Starry, and this time for sure to Starry and not bloody random place. Oh, there's another base, so there's 2 bases here already. Definitely not staying around. I mean, definitely not building here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How was your New Year celebration? I hope you had a lovely time. I had a quiet one, second year in a row. The joys of being a new father, parent. We've got an 8-month-old baby, so yeah, we are a lot more responsible than we used to. The life has changed overnight in April. So things we used to do before may not be applicable to us anymore, which isn't really a bad thing, being a bit healthier and more responsible. So yeah, the plan is, for those who just joined, is get ourselves to potentially Starry Sabora and get our base started. So I've got code locks, I've got nails, I've got a hatch. That's about it. So we'll need to get ourselves a shovel of some sort or a pickaxe. But yeah, other than that, we should be good to go. I really need to like get myself a base, because yeah, the amount of stuff I've got on me and just not really got anything to stash with. So yeah, ideally at least a single door base. We'll see what the station in Starry is. If it's not too busy, we're building there. If it is quite overcrowded when it comes to bases, we're gonna avoid Starry and head somewhere else. You can have sleeping bags on the server as well, which is quite good, but it requires 10 tarp to make one, and tarp's not that easy to find. And we also need scrap metal to upgrade our base, to upgrade our flag, to make sure it doesn't despawn and stuff. On the previous server I've played, it kept despawning, and then once the flag despawns, you've got your walls and doors and whatnot despawning as well, so I did actually end up losing quite a bit of stuff. But yeah, we'll see how we get on this time, and hopefully we'll have a lot more luck finding things like tarp and scrap metal. To be fair, like, I've been playing here for like, what, 6 hours of this life alone, and I've played a few hours of a different life, and I've not found any nails myself. I have got a box of 40 and 70 other nails on me from the players I killed. And of course the tarp, that's the second tarp I found within the last half an hour, and I've not got any space for it. But yeah, as I was saying, the only nails I've got are the nails I got from the players that I killed. Yeah, I hope I'm gonna have a bit more luck finding those as well. Could potentially build my base here, but I just feel like it's too many doors and it's way too far to get any logs. Oh, that's definitely Starry there. You can see the church, and that's the right church, not like last time. I just feel like, because I'm coming from like the very west side of a map, is not really done that before. Normally I would just head straight up towards northwest, VMC northwest and stuff, and not towards Starry. That's why I am not as familiar with this part of a map, like coming from the side. Aye, so that's Starry there, and then you can see Norway over there as well. I quite like Starry as well because it's obviously got its own melee base. But it's a high traffic area as well, so which isn't really a bad thing, because as I said on the last server I've built so far northeast, I've hardly ever seen anyone. Like I had like 30 something hours on one live, and I've only met like 1 or 2 players that whole time. So we'll see. At last, all these days later, we are finally in Starry. Let's look around for bases and see if there's anyone here. Now, another thing that I'm not 100% sure about the server is, do we have dynamic toxic areas, or is it just the static ones? Because if it's the dynamic ones, it restricts our building options quite a bit. I do like these buildings for the base. Let's see if anyone's there, and if anyone is around. I should probably go on their I should probably go on their Discord server and ask if the dynamic toxic zones are actually a thing on this. Let me quickly look it up. Just having a read on their Discord. I'm not quite seeing anything just yet. There's a lot of chat about Toxic Zone, but it's specific to Tessian Bunker. I'm not quite seeing anything about Dynamic. Right, I've just asked on the Discord, see what people say. I do have a feeling that they're not a thing, but you never know. Very safe and sorry, because I'd really rather not have to... Really not rather build somewhere and then just find out that it's actually a toxic zone. But to be fair, like even outside of a toxic zone, you've got a few places to build here on this map, in this town even. Oh no, I'm getting cold again. That was quick. Right, he's coming or what? Oh, looks like there's another medical spawn. Yeah, so I could actually use that building for my base, or... I don't know, let's see what else we've got here. Potentially, there is one right at the end, just before the industrial estate. I think that is outside of a toxic zone, that one there. So, yeah, we could use that. Oh, let's quickly have a look, see if there's any presents under the Christmas tree. I don't think I found a single one since the event started. Like, not under the Christmas tree anyway. Right, so if I don't get a reply in time, my plan is probably going to be building this green mustache. I should probably go and have a look at the frequently asked questions and see if anyone's asked there, but I mean, if it's highlighted in there, let me quickly have a look. Not really mentioning anything here. Honestly, no idea. Right, so it looks like Status Sabor is still tier 2 loot on this server. Just having a look at their encyclopedia over here. If you look at the loot tiers, you can see Status is right here. And it's just on the edge between 2 and 3. If we went to Girishina over here, you know what, let's just go to Giri. I think I'd much rather have a... but now the problem is the building I have in mind will probably be taken by someone else already, which may not be the smartest move. Also, I've just realised this vest does actually have attachments as a second best vest on the server. And you can have some attachments too, which at first we have to find basically, but yeah. I'm still waiting on response regarding the dynamic zone. In the meantime, we can have a look, loot through Starry and see if we can find any tools and whatnot. And we should probably give that fire sorted as well, because it is getting cold. Well, the heat buff is no more, basically. cigarettes, I should probably just grab them. That'll keep us a bit warmer for now. Oh wow, this is taking forever. Because I was expecting a dafty. Well, that gave us some sort of vitamin buff. Right, I'm just reading up on the chat, anything related to toxic zones. Yeah, I still can't see anything. Anyway, you know what, let's not waste time on that, and as I said, let's go get some loot sorted for our base, potentially. Well, I only need a shovel to get started, and of some sort. Plenty of industrials around here. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. As I say, even if we do have dynamic toxic zones in the cities, we can still find quite a few buildings which fall outside of that zone. Oh, nice one, nice one, nice one. We needed that. And nothing special. Can at least repair our boots. I was hoping for nails, because you do get nails from them quite often. Do we have anything else to repair? Not that I can see. Right, those cigarettes can go to bin. What else can I get rid of to store some of that food with us? I don't need the chlorine anymore, because obviously I've got clean water and plenty of access to clean water. That was an issue early on when I was just running in the wilderness and stuff, and didn't quite have any way of getting clean water, so that came in handy. Right, let's quickly have a look at the map and see what's occurring, what buildings fall out of a zone, and that way we can do a bit more planning. Oh yeah, we've got plenty in here, so anything west of water fountain is basically outside of a toxic zone. Outside of a dynamic toxic zones, if they occur on this. So now another thing I want to do when it comes to building base, I want to make sure that, oh shit, I've not got any space for that. I want to make sure that it is as close to like decent trees as possible, so I don't have to carry it around like too far, because it does get a bit risky and annoying. One, it takes forever. Two, it's quite risky, like if people do see you, and then bad things happen if you've got a log in your hands. Right. thought it was an actual carbon. Oh, a box of nails, yes, boy. I've got enough space in it if I open it. Right, so we've got what, 80 nails here, and I've got another 70 somewhere around my inventory as well. Oh, yeah, I did have vitamins. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so 70 here and 80 here. I've got 150 nails basically. We've got 2 cold locks. All we really need now is a shovel, pickaxe, or a farming hoe. Is that frozen? Cold. Little muncher. What's with all the food everywhere? Like, usually it's a bit of a struggle getting food on the server. Well, like, it's always like that. Like, once you find a little bit, you'll just keep finding it everywhere. Like, once you're okay food-wise, food's no longer a problem. You know what? I don't really need you or you for now. I've got plenty of ammunition. Chuck you in there. I'd much rather take food over it now, because yeah, I've got plenty of ammo, especially for our SK. Right, so just thinking what the best plan of action is. I guess I'm gonna go for that double, well, green mustache, or potentially this bad boy here. Double yellow's got 2 separate doors, which, yeah, makes it a little bit less ideal. Where green mustache, I think, like, that's just the best option for me at the minute. Let's just see what these trees give us. If they give us logs, wooden log, that's obviously gonna be a log as well. I just don't want to have to carry logs from, like, way too far. If we've got enough trees giving us logs, yeah, I'm happy to live here, basically. Now, as I was saying, these probably won't give us logs. Oh, they still do. Yeah, that's us sorted then. What we want to get is a flat kit. So we do need some sticks. As I was saying, we still need a shovel. So let's quickly run around here as well and see if we can find anything. That looks like it's been aggroed. Shit. These usually quite good for spawning pickaxes and shovels and that. As I'm becoming aware. Zombies are so dumb on this server, like, we are a lot stronger, but I feel like we're a lot dumber as well. I mean, what's with all the food? I'm not complaining. But yeah, finding so much food just now. Nothing useful here. You know, I might as well just loot that millie then. Can find ourselves a plate carrier, which would be decent, but at the same time, I don't really want to. Like, I don't have space for any of the stuff, and I feel like that's exactly why our base is a priority. Yeah, let's go loot the millie anyway, see if what we can find. We do need a better helmet. Ideally a decent backpack. I've not seen anyone around here so far, so, and I have been here for a while, about 15-20 minutes. Yeah, another mag, I'll take it. Not the best one, but mag nevertheless. On the issues again, I've not got any space for it. Right, that's frozen. Let's see if we can eat something that's not frozen. We'll munch you, and that will be sorted. Cool. I should probably think about getting that heat buff sorted as well, because as I was saying earlier, you get ill really quick on the server, like any sort of illness, not just like cold. Pretty sure I've had some in here, yeah. And that way we can just sort that mag as well. So we've got a 30 mag in, and then 220s fully loaded. Leaves me in a lot better situation than I was before. Like, first day I was literally running with an ore with half a mag. Well, it was almost a full mag, but yeah, killed a couple of players and I was like running with 2 bullets. I had absolutely nothing else, and so yeah, I do feel a bit better now. Oh yeah, bastard. That game is such a fright. Hey, come on in. We really need a plate carrier and a better helmet. That's about it for now. But yeah, we'll see, because on this server this is tier 2 and not tier 3 like would be on the normal server. Seriously? Nice one. Didn't mean that, but cool. Oh yes, please. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything decent is in here. A lot of 380s, like, why would we have so many 380s in the bloody Starry Millie? shit. I forgot it wasn't on semi. That probably just ruined our filter, suppressor. Right, let's bugger off from here now. Of course, this is going to be an absolute pain in the backside to find a shovel, because it's always like that. Like that one thing that you need, you'll find everything else except for that. That's usually the case, eh? Gonna go through all the buildings, all the back gardens basically, and see if any of the sheds have a... I don't want to be spending too much time just running around this place as well, because obviously there's going to be more players coming. And that's not really what we want, is it? Right. Sheds, what we've got in here. That looked like a ruined... Oh no, it's not. I thought it was ruined. I was thinking someone must have been here. Oh man, I'm an absolute idiot. I completely forgot I had this thing on me. A small shovel. So yeah, let's go back and build a base. Yeah, I got that from a melee base and literally completely forgot about it. I guess this is where we're gonna build it. Let's quickly grab a stick. Happy days. I'll probably need more rope as well to get... I don't know if I've got any, but I'll need to get another kit for... well, we need a kit for a flag, and then we also need one for the doors. Oh, let's just get it down here. I'm not going to be building anything in this, like storing anything in here anyway, so might as well. I should probably use that to block some of the view through the windows as well. Would make sense, eh? Just like that. Hopefully I'll be a bit harder to hit if someone tries to. Right, we do need logs, planks, and nails. I'm not 100% sure if you do actually need all that, but I think it's just logs at the minute. I might be wrong actually, I don't know, we'll see. the lack of trees around this area is not ideal, but at the same time, I don't think we have to run too far to get some of them. Right, will we be able to use that, please? Nah, it doesn't look like it, does it? Or is it because of the location I've put up? On. Nah, that should still let us do it. That's probably just for like stacks and stuff, eh? Right, if I'm standing in this position. You know what? Let me go and get some planks. Oh shit, I don't even have a saw. Right, let's revisit this properly. Let me go on their Discord and have a look again. I have had that on different server, but I can't remember now if we actually need planks and nails or we do not. Right, base building. Yeah, we do actually need planks and nails, which means we are screwed because we do not have a saw or a hacksaw. And I don't really have space for one. Well, you know what, let's go get some looting done and see if we can find one. Ratio is obviously again space, inventory space. Where do we put it if we find one? We'll work something out. I feel like that's the least of our problems. Nothing there. Oh yes, we'll need that as well. Happy days. We'll need that for the door. That church would probably be a decent place as well for a base. But I just feel like there's a lot of work, like making sure we've got like decent doors and whatnot, like having to build a lot of walls basically to be able to have doors, which is not something I want to do because obviously playing as a solo is difficult enough. Without having to worry about additional nails just so you can place some walls for the doors. Come on, Giza, we saw somewhere. Also, the saws do actually break quite quick on this, but at the same time you get a decent sharpening stones where you can use to sharpen pretty much everything and anything. Have I just been here? Yeah. Shovel again. I mean, once we realize we've got one now, it's not going to be a problem to find one because sod's law as it goes. But yeah, a saw will probably be a bit of a struggle considering the fact that that's what we actually need. Nice one. Yeah, as I was saying earlier on as well, this server is actually planning to do a roleplay, similar to what Hey Bramby or Doug have. Organic roleplay, basically. After the next wipe, we're gonna have factions. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how we get on. I might actually give it another a nice code lock again on the issues again. I've not got any room for it. Oh man, you know what I'll do? I'll just hide it somewhere. What do we have to get rid of to make space for it? You know what, I'll just chuck it somewhere and hope it's still there when they come back for it. Like here, basically. Too obvious, innit? Yeah. Right, that'll do. Where on earth? I hate when zombies just teleport like it's probably like connection issue, ping issue, but it feels like we're in front of you 1 second and then we're right behind you the next. Oh man, sheet metal. Right, you know what we're doing. We are going to be storing it right behind the shed as well. Because I'm not missing out on sheet metal. Right, especially tree. Someone's gonna be able to spot it, but let's pray we don't. Not that obvious, is it? That could be our main door, just made out of metal. Come on, give that saw, please. I've been here already. Right, no more on this side. Now let's come back on the other side of the road. And if we can't find anything here, we'll probably have to make our way to Norway. So annoying when it's just the one thing that you need to start building your base, eh? Oh shit. How did I not see this before? That is a massive base, eh? Might not be that much of a great idea to build here anymore, because looking at the size of the walls and stuff, we must have been here for a wee while. Yeah, like look at the size of that. Bloody hell. Oh, come on. Now we're going to be finding shovels everywhere. Seriously. Seriously. Frozen. You can bugger off. Oh, dude, like that base is so not ideal. A motorcycle. Sick. No wheels. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I'm seeing one here. I knew they've got them, but I've not seen one before. I've seen an ATV. So another base, yeah. I no longer think that this is such a good idea to build in Starry Sabora. I mean, I did expect that to be quite busy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't expect it to be completely empty. It's just, it's an ideal location to have a base in, basically. So yeah, and because we are like halfway into the wipe, it'll be a lot more difficult for myself. Oh, nice one. At least I'm getting plenty of nails. Plenty of nails, another code lock. Just need a saw. Also, another issue is now, if I don't build here, how on earth do I get all the items that I've actually found, like another code lock and the sheet metal? And look at that, another code lock again. Like, Jesus Christ, that's some luck, hey? Right, you'll live here for now. Come on, DayZ gods, give us a saw of some sort. And not a wrench pipe. Tripod. I'll be getting anything and everything except for what I need, and as usual. Like, we might have to hit the road and go to Novi, see what's good in there. And then you can always come back here for the code lock and the sheet metal, if Novi's looking any better. I'll just do that probably. Let's dismantle. Let's dismantle our black kit and grab that roll back. I'm actually make some inventory space for myself by probably having some food. We literally have everything we need except for that one bloody thing called saw or a hacksaw to make planks. So annoying. Yeah, as I say, at least Nova is not that far. It's not got that many sheds and whatnot, but hopefully we'll be quite lucky and find one. Right. Let's fold it up. How big is it again? Is it 4 or 5? It's 5 and a... Aye. I'll just have to break it up then. Cool. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna get myself a quick cup of tea if that's okay. I'll just log off here real quick and I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. I hope you don't mind. In the meantime, if you don't mind hitting that like button and potentially sub to my channel, I will really much appreciate that. And other than that, see you in 5. It's me logging back in. Thanks for the wait. I made myself a quick coffee and I've also went for a quick cigarette, so yeah, we'll be here for a wee while now. Got myself some biscuits as well because I'm quite hungry. Right, so the plan remains the same. We do need a saw of some sort. With this being rainy now, we'll probably have to consider our heat buff ASAP because the last thing I want is to get ill. Would you get sick/ill quite easy and quite quick on the server? I do believe like we must have adjusted the settings a little bit. But yeah, let's have a look what's happening outside. The plan now is to run from Stari to Norway and see if we can actually find a saw and potentially a new base location, because as I said, I'm not liking the fact that it's like two pretty big bases right here, right next to us. If I have any space for you, let's make some. What do we do? I should probably munch some more food. Nah. What can I get rid of? Let's see. Nothing really, to be honest. I can potentially bin some of the ammo, but I don't really want to. Do we get rid of this bad boy? Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of a can opener. Food shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially once we get a base, like we can go hunting and stuff. But yeah, can opener isn't really a priority at the minute. Right. Norway it is. Welcome to the stream, all the new faces. I can see the numbers are going up, so it's just very nice to see. Thanks for joining. I hope everyone's had a lovely new year and are not too hangover. This was my second new year. Fucking hell, am I gonna hit this boy? What on earth happened there, man? Why is he not dying? Yo, how come is he still alive? Search is bugged. Well, that was quite convenient. 2 kills right there. Is the other boy dead? Where is he? Yeah, both dead. Oh. Oh, that was funny. Unexpected. Do we have a saw, please? Nothing here. Oh man. Right, do you have a saw? I'll probably just come back for me. Please give me a saw, give me a saw. He does have a hacksaw, happy days. Right. What else do you have? Anything decent? Not really. Oh yes, you do. Nails, nails, nails. More nails. Oh, that was bloody lucky. Right, let's hit the road now. Oh my. I need space for this bad boy now. You know what? I don't need that. Did this boy had any nails? Oh god, that was so lucky. Like, I'm still shaking, I'm not gonna lie. Did you have any nails? You know what? Let's bug it off. Oh, we've got so many nails now. Like, it's actually insane. I should probably just go hide somewhere and get my ammunition sorted as well. Right, that suppressor can probably go. Not probably, but it should really go now. I've got enough ammo in there with our bigger mag. Mate, that was well lucky, eh? Like 2 boxes of nails. One of 70, one of 40, that's 110 nails. Right, how do we store this damn thing now? As much as I don't want to do this, I am gonna have to get rid of one. Oh, I've ruined it. No. You know what? Don't care. Win was a win. Still got 70 nails. Got 70 nails and we got the saw, which was what we needed. Oh, that was so bloody lucky. I'm not joking, I'm still literally shaking. I'm wondering if we should build in a piano house in Norway, if it's not taken. It's got quite a few trees right next to it as well, which makes it, like, ideal. Also get that M16 off the bloody semi-auto. Right, the plan now, get the base established, store some of our items, go back to get that metal sheet that I've got. That I found earlier and hid behind the shed, and those 2 code locks as well. What do you guys think? Should we just go back to Starry and build in that green mustache where I've initially planned to? Or should we have a look what else we've got in Norway? I just feel like Starry's probably so much better because, well, obvious, it's got the melee base right there. It's a wee bit closer to northwest than BMC. You know what, let's just do that. Let's go back to where we came from. Now we've got tools required for it, let's get the door down and yeah, and see what happens next. We can potentially come back for those 2 boys and see if we can grab anything else off them once we've got a wee bit more space. That was just so good and so lucky. I know I keep going on about it, but like literally all I needed was a bloody saw and that just made my life so much easier. And nails is just a bonus. funny, his body's still standing. You know what, I'll come back for him. Because I could do all that food and everything, and especially when our building's like not that far away from here. Yeah, we are just here, so might as well. Are you telling me the log disappeared because I've basically not taken it out before dismantling it? Is that what happened? You know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna chop the trees down from right outside the base. Just don't have much time to faff about with it. You can go on the floor for a minute, and let's get back to building our flag kit. Oh shit, that's not what I meant. Yeah, I'm still a bit like shaky, I'm not gonna lie. Right, you can go in there, and now we're gonna... Let's actually make sure we repair that hacksaw before we do anything. That isn't gonna last as long, especially with just a single repair. I'll go to damaged, and saws and whatnot, they do not last as long on the server, nowhere near as long as we would like it to. That gives us a bit more space to play around with. Right, you can go in there. You can live in here. Shit, that's not what we meant. Right, so the saw still remains a problem, but at least we can get started. You know what, I'll leave this for now, because we want the ones that have even nearer to the base for later on, where we're actually going to have to carry logs and whatnot. And one more. Was it 12 we needed? I believe it was. Or was it a bit less? Can't mind now. Not a big deal. I should probably get a full-on stack anyway. Right, we need 2 more logs, and then they're gonna head back. I believe that is gonna give us just right, we're already badly damaged. The saw. I probably won't use it again because I don't want it to get ruined. That way it gives us options in it, so we don't have to rely on finding a saw. If we find a sharpening stone, that'll do as well. Run, 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 run. Right. You can go live in there and soak in the nails. Now, please do tell me you're gonna work. Yes, thank God. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Right, I need more sticks now and get ourselves a door kit. I'm quite lucky I found a set of pliers just before we came here as well, so that means we'll be able to make a door right away. Shut. Right. Up. Fence kit, shelter kit, freestanding construction. Right, that's the one we need. Happy days. Why is that narrow? Type. Let's change it. How medium is medium? Yeah, let's just go for a bit safe. Bit safe and sorry, innit? And then what I'm gonna do after that is, once that's in place, I'm gonna go and grab our metal sheets. And that way we'll probably be able to build ourselves a metal door. Oh shit, that's not what we want. Right, where's our shovel? Ah, at last, eh? At bloody last, I've got the base coming. Right, we need planks. We've got plenty of them here. Right. Door on the left frame, door on the right. Right, so that means they'll be two separate bits. Which is why I should have probably gone for the small version. Door on the right. Yeah, why is it not letting me get the left side? What's the add-on? I've literally not got a clue what is happening here, like, dismantle door, build door on the right, build panel. So is the panel gonna be on the left? Or is the panel gonna go over the door? Hey. Not a clue what's happening. Go. The middle door, close. Right. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna work now. We don't want the cut out. Haven't I literally just done that? Like, with paneling, but... Right, let's try again and see what happens. Right, sick. So I feel like what's happening here is we do need another metal wire. And that's just not ideal. Oh man, that's not good. You know what I'll do? I know I'm gonna lose a bit, but I'm gonna dismantle this whole thing and then go for the single door instead. I don't think there is a need for us to build a double one, because as far as I could see, the single door was pretty much covering the whole thing. Dismantle. I just want to make sure that we've got some sort of protection and not just a single door. Not like half of a door, basically. Shit, can I actually not get the logs out? Let's see if I can use this and take those logs out. Should be a way to dismantle that. Right, you come here and get here so you don't bother me as much. Surely there should be a way to do that. Right, paneling wood. No idea why that's even there. Right. What happens next? Is this where we need a shovel now? Oh, come on, dude, let us do that. Let's just make sure these things don't get in the way. Right, frame. Right, so add-on basically adds it to the top. Now I get that. We had an add-on which basically let us build on the top of a door basically. And will we be able to take you out now? Yes, thank God for that. And that's why I'm just gonna replace that with a single door, as I said, and that way we'll be able to lock it, go loot the bodies again if they've not despawned, get our metal sheet and another 2 code locks which I've hidden. That's it, happy days. Right, where is he? And we do need... Like, I'm not doing too well here, am I? Can't pick that up. Right. Why am I not able to take that? Oh, come on, man. Now I need another rope. How does this even work? Like, why am I not able to take her? Any idea as to why this is not working? Will that work? Nah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, I've literally just moved it from one end to another and now it won't let me pick it up. That's odd. That is pretty odd. Right, I'm gonna have to think about getting more rope then. That's really not the way I wanted to go about all this, but I kinda messed up for myself, didn't I? Did those boys have any rope? Anyone else? Right, let's go and have a look at them, at their bodies again and see if they've had any rope on them. If they've not, I'm probably just gonna have to cut up some clothing and get rags and make rope that way. Right, the bodies are still there. I can just cut up their stuff, innit, like. See what I'll do instead. Right, please tell me you've got rope. No, it doesn't. Well, not too fast. At least we've got their shit we can cut up, innit? Drowned. So this boy is useless. He's got rags, and he's got this as well. Any of your clothing is fine, yes, yes. I'm literally just begging to be killed here, innit? Right, you can bugger off here. I've got rags on that. Can I cut this up? I wonder. Nah. Right, this way I'll be able to get a rope out of the... Oh man, like my brain's just not working, innit? Like I could have literally just chopped those bodies up and made rope out of them. Right, that's one for us. And then I'll get Devil Boy chopped up as well and make another rope for myself. And in that way, the body's not going anywhere. Yeah, let's do that. Where is this man? Oh shit, I was gonna say it looks like I've lost another mag, but I've dropped that one, didn't I, to make space for my other one. Right. Where are we? Where are we? Right there. Shit, knife's ruined, we don't care. Come here. Happy days, and this way we'll finally be able to get our door in place. And you didn't have any... nah. I was hoping maybe we had a sharpening stone on them, but it doesn't look like it. What have I done with that bag again? There we are. Happy days, let's... I do need you as well. I've just remembered my SKS. That needs repaired. Cool. Well, that is coming in very convenient for us, handy and whatnot. Sick. Let's run back. And let's just hope no one's gonna kill me. I tell you what's trying to kill me in real life is my dog with her pumping. It absolutely stinks. Looks like the wee Fluff got a funny tummy. Right. That's it, sorted. Drop you there. Where's my sticks and rope? That's it, we'll be fine now. And this way I'm pretty sure we're gonna have enough. What do you call them? That'll probably be too small. But you know what? I'd rather have a gap now than half a door built. Because I've only got one metal wire. Like if I went for the wider one again, it wouldn't give us enough. I mean, it would only cover half door, which is literally not good enough for us. Right, let's make this quick. Did I? Yeah, that's a narrow door, isn't it? You can go in there, and nails can go in there. Built frame. Yeah, but add-on is pretty cool, isn't it? Like, I didn't know that you can actually build stuff above it. And now, to get you in, there's me pliers. Build door. Happy days. And I'm not gonna put anything on them just now, because I'm gonna run up to that little shed that I've got. And basically grab the sheet metal. Happy days. Now let's make some space for that sheet metal, and then we can just come back and continue with our build. Nails should probably stay back in the base, just as a precaution. Right, let's hit the road. Not got anything else of too much value, no. Right. Not sure I'm too fan of this too narrow door, but it is what it is for now. It'll definitely be better than what we had early on, like. I should probably come back and pick that gun up as well that I've dropped earlier. So, I do know we did find 2 code locks. I don't remember where one of them was. Oh, I do actually know. Yeah. F off. Seriously. Cool. So one of the code locks is right next to that wee shed there in the tree, and what's it called? A metal sheet is up on that other shit. Oh man, I'm struggling to speak. Yeah, so is this where we left the code lock? No, it's not, is it? Nah. The sheet metal is over there. I'm gonna go grab that first, and then I'll come back for the code lock, which is next to one of these sheds. And then, unless someone was lucky enough and found it, which is always a possibility, or maybe it's despawned, but... Yo, how do you not fit in here? That's it. Happy days. And yeah, let's grab the code locks now. So one of them was here. Nah, I think it was here. Yeah, and I've not got space for it now, have I? Nah. Shit, we've got dark blue temperature. Right. That'll do, and I don't really care about that other one, because long story short, with a low level flag you can only have up to 3 code locks. Which is there not another door on this? Nah. I somehow always thought there was another door on the side. Yeah, so as I was saying, we can only have 3 code locks at the minute, so you know, there's no too much rush getting that fourth one. We'll see how we get on overall, and then potentially I will come back for it. Mate, like, what is happening? It's like my mouse just suddenly stopped working. Oh man, I'm so chuffed that we can actually get that metal door in place. Like, see, even if I've got to leave it with like little gaps, I'm happy to leave it. And basically just... Oh, come on, open up. Yeah, I'm happy to leave it that way, and then eventually... Oh, I'm struggling. I'm struggling for words again. Yeah, so even if I've got a little gaps, I can always just like some fences or something like that, you know, like the vanilla ones, to cover the gaps up. The main thing is the fact that it is actually metal, and they'll require additional explosives for them to open up. I wonder how many it takes. Does it take 2 or 3? It takes 2. That's us. Finally somewhat secured. Now I could probably get another door in here. But probably I should consider getting myself some storage first. And I don't think I've got enough for it. I do need more planks. But to get more planks we need a saw. Oh, I wouldn't crate, that's sick. Yeah, so get a crate done, store some of our stuff, and then we can actually go and look into getting another saw of some sort, or sharpening stones. Yeah, that's the plan anyway. Let's just do here for now. So at least I can like stand in this corner kinda somewhat hidden. Let's get a shot from downstairs. Oh man, I'm so chuffed with like what we've achieved just now, and obviously getting those players killed gave me some additional stuff, like helmet, nails and whatnot. Puts us in a decent position basically. I have to repair my gear as well, probably I should do just now. That's one that bloody looks like damage to me. And I've not... Oh yes, I do. I was gonna say I've not got a lever saw and cut again. I'm just wondering what I'll do doors wise. So I've got one here, I'll get one here, and potentially one here, or maybe here at the top. Probably top. Right, what was I doing? Getting my gears fixed. That's worn, damaged. Cool. And you can come with us upstairs and yeah, live in that wee storage for now. Well, some of it. My main thing is building supplies. As long as I can keep building supplies safe, I am happy with that. Anything else I'm not too fussed about. Is that all the nails we've got left? I'm pretty sure we had a bit more, didn't we? Oh yeah, it's right there. And did we have anything decent in this? But boy, yeah. Right, let's do this instead. And now that helmet again, as I say, I'm not too fussed about it. I'd rather keep better things safe and secure. The helmet, like, that's nothing special. I can always just go and loot one anywhere, so aye, not too concerned about that. Happy days, I guess. Now we should hit the road again and see if we can get anything else of use, but first thing first, I need a heat buff, which is going to be a wee bit problematic considering the fact that I've not really got any protection, like the cover on windows and stuff. That's my only concern, I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep you with me. Right, so we've got a fireplace here, which is all good, but like, obviously the minute I put a fire on, I'm just too exposed. Which means that this wall's probably gonna be my first priority, like getting that covered off. Potentially just with an in-game, like a vanilla building. Right, you can stay here as well. Bags don't really despawn quick anyway, so I might as well just use that as a storage for now. Yeah, we'll have another door here. Again, not too keen on the gaps, but at the same time, really not fussed about it. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button, and I'm actually trying to hit 500 subs, and I have been trying for a little while now. I was hoping to get it done by the new year, but we are 6 subs away from hitting 500, so if any of you could give us a bit of support on that front, I would really appreciate that. Right. I'm just wondering if I should go through these again or I shouldn't. Not 100% sure if they've respawned anything whilst we were away. To be fair, guys, if you do not mind, I am gonna run and have a very quick cigarette before we leave the building and head for more looting. So yeah, I will not be long. I'll be 5 minutes or so. Thanks for the patience in advance, and I'll see you shortly. Right, let's get back onto it. Thanks for the patience, that was a quick cigarette, and we are back in action, so we're gonna go and see if we can find any more. Well, basically what we need is a hacksaw or a saw of some sort. And sharpening stones potentially, and then that way we can improve our base. That's the plan anyway, but what we also need is a bloody heat buff. Which I could really do with in here, but I just feel like it's a bit too dangerous in it, like without having some sort of cover. Yeah, we'll just patch that for now. That wasn't the intention. Happy days, let's go. Let's hit the road. And any suggestions on where to go, guys? I don't know how I feel about going to, like, Norway. Right, my dog is doing my head in. Right, that's it. Yeah, with this snow as well, like, we definitely need some heat. I should probably just run up a wee bit up north. And I see if we can maybe jump in a bush or something and get the heat buff that way instead of... Or another thing we can do, we can actually just get it done in this little shed here. And nice one, another metal wire, we definitely need that. That's going to be another door sorted. Also, where was it? Yeah, let's just go grab that code lock as well that I've had. I believe it was next to those garages that I checked it. Right, priority is saw or sharpening stone. Like, pretty urgent. Especially, it's not just the door, it's the storage that we need, and that ain't gonna happen without the saw. That's our code lock. Happy days. And I know there was another base somewhere around here as well. Nothing here. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll go through all the sheds here, see if we don't find anything, I'll probably move on to a different town. Barbed wire will take that, because we can always change that into metal wire. I feel like we're not doing too bad. What on earth is in there? I don't know why I'm so laggy. The game keeps stuttering. I actually did see that, like, other YouTubers been having stuttering issues as well. It's not just myself. Like, playing on the winter maps is like the game just keeps freezing. I wonder if it's to do with a map or it's just a coincidence where quite a few of us having similar issues. You know, I'll just try to avoid it. See, usually when you don't need a saw, they're literally everywhere. But the minute you after one, it's like, yeah, good luck, mate. Yeah, so much of avoiding, I hate. Yo. Right, I should probably think about getting myself something to eat. How is everyone doing? How was your new year? I've had a quiet one. For the second time in a row, I've not had anything to drink, and guess what? I've just had to look outside and it's actually snowing. There's snow over here. It doesn't look like it's laying just yet, but potentially, hopefully it will have. I do want snow. Especially now that we've moved to, like, quite high up north in Scotland. We've got like highlands and stuff. It would be quite nice to have like decent amount of snow. Yeah, so the base is here, I believe. I really want that motorcycle, I'm not gonna lie. Does it not? Yeah, it does. Anything in there now? I don't think it's worth like trying to get all the parts for it, but it needs both wheels. I wonder if it belongs to these guys, because there is a base right there and it's literally just sitting in the garage next to it, so we must have used it and then they got all the parts inside so no one can steal it, basically. That's most likely what's happened. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, that's exactly what we needed. It's damaged again, but I guess it's better that than nothing. I'm not gonna go back just yet, because again, it's not really worth it, is it? You can live in there for now. Happy days. Sure, that's the big base, innit? Let's maybe not bother them. Oh shit, I thought that was a player. I did actually think that was a player. Winchester, I don't really need that. I should have probably left my SKS in a base, and then in case I find something else in it, like other guns. A head torch, I'll take that, just because the nights do get so dark in here. It just makes sense to have it. Especially if I'm doing something in the base, might as well, you know, just put a torch on. Like, when the night gets long, I mean, when it gets dark, you can always go back to the base, check your torch on, and basically do the things you have to do. I'll take you as well. I believe that's one thing we need for upgrading our crates. Like, it must be a hammer. It cannot be like hatchet or anything else. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll probably just run up north of a bit. There's normally a spawn location for a melee convoy. I'll have a look if anything's there, and if it isn't, I'll just run up to the woodland to get myself a heat buff. God, that's stuttering. Come on, he's a sharpening stone, please. I wish. Right, so there should be a hunting tower, a hunter's tower even. And right next to that is normally when the convoy spawns. I can see the tower, but I can't see any convoys, which most likely means that there isn't one. It's getting dark as well, so I'm quite chuffed I found that a torch, because it does look like we may actually have to get into our base and basically do some building, because it gets so dark and it stays dark for quite a while, for about an hour. So yeah, it turns it into pretty much unplayable environment unless you've got NVGs or a torch or some sort. Like, I don't need, yeah. Right, nothing here. No convoys. I'll usually spawn somewhere in this field. It'd be nice to find like a heli crash or a melee convoy. Get ourselves a plate carrier, eh? I think what I'll do is, now obviously I'll go get the heat buff, and then I could potentially go towards northwest. Also, I should probably think about that heat buff before it gets too dark, because obviously I don't want people to be able to see me from miles away. Unless it's like the trees are not really suitable for it, but you know what? If I have to do it, I'll have to do it. Like, we do want pine trees ideally, which is what we've got plenty of across that field, so I'll probably just run up there. Yeah, you get a heli spawn around here as well, I believe, and on this particular server you get airdrops, civilian plane crashes, or heli spawns in the heli spawn locations, if that makes sense. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a heli spawn, basically. I have found one airdrop yesterday and it was absolute rubbish. I had like a motorcycle wheel, I think I had one balaclava and something else like spray trash. Well, at least the one yesterday was. I feel like this is where we're gonna get our heat buff, eh? Just make sure we're not seeing anyone on this side, and if it does seem to be clear, we are just gonna go for it. Oh man, I wish it wasn't getting dark, yeah. Right. Let's get ourselves in one of the trees. Yeah, I guess that'll do it. That's not what I meant. I wish we had some like puffier trees, but that's what it is, that'll do. Do we not get up to 30 in that stack? No, we don't. Do we have any matches? Yes, please. Yes, thank you. You're gonna... I do have a feeling that once we get that heat buff, we'll probably have to make our way back towards our base. Just because it's going to be getting really dark really quick. And now that I've got some sort of assault on me, still damaged, but at least I can get some storage built, and then we'll go from there, see what we can do after. As I said, I don't know if you guys played on the server, like the nights are like as bad as we used to be on official back in the day, like pitch black where you can't see anything, and the actual darkness lasts about an hour. Or I'm thinking what I can potentially do is, as we've been streaming for what, almost 3 hours now, I could potentially wait until it gets dark, end the stream there, have myself some lunch, take the dog for a walk, and then I come back and start another stream and stick to it for the rest of the day. Right, so I think that's probably the best plan. Let's wait for it. I mean, obviously for my heat buff. Then I'm gonna head back towards the base. Get some planks sorted out. And then, yeah, once we've got planks, we can build some storage. And by that time, it's probably gonna be pretty dark. And then I'm gonna log off for lunch and a walk with the dog and the kid and my missus, basically. And then I'll jump back on, probably in like an hour or an hour and a half. And then I'll continue streaming. Well, not continue streaming, but start a new stream, basically. I'll give everyone a wee break. I could really do like some warmer gear, because the heat buff, I mean, I can only get 2 and then it doesn't last for as long. So I've got 100 pants are fine, best insulation. I think that's where I need best insulation as well. That's my top. Because it's got 30 slots, that's why I don't really want to like downgrade it. That's high insulation. I wonder if balaclavas are any better. I do believe I need something else to improve my insulation, and then that way I'll be able to get all 3 buffs. Bear in mind the third one doesn't normally last as long. Just quickly sort all that food out. Make some space, organize it a little bit, and then hit the road, I guess. Right, that'll do for now, I guess. Yeah, so we definitely need, well, desperately need pretty much scrap metal. That's required to upgrade our flag. Loads of nails and scrap metal is what we need for level 3. I believe altogether we need about 150 nails and 7 or 8 scrap metal. So far I've not found a single bit of scrap metal, which is not ideal, if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna like rush too much, basically. The current flag's gonna last us 3 days. If we get up to level 2, which requires I think 3 scrap metal, that'll last for 7 days. And then I think level 3 doesn't despawn anymore. So yeah, we've got to make sure that we get that sorted in 3 days. So we'll see how lucky we get today. Hopefully we'll get at least to level 2. And then once it's at level 2, then, you know, I can kind of relax a wee bit, because I'll give it 7 days. On the previous server I've played, I had my flag despawn 3 times. And then basically half of the stuff that I built despawned as well. Like one of the gun racks, not both gun racks, despawned. Like I've lost guns, and yeah, I don't want that to happen again. Like I had all the windows covered. I had like 3 or 4 doors placed, and yeah, half of the stuff despawned. I was like, you know what, nah. And yeah, because the base was in a pretty poor location as well. It's very far northeast of the map. I just decided to jump on this server instead. This is up to 3-man squads, where the other one was unlimited, so it's still the same server but like different server, if that makes sense. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna make sure I work on that flag properly, not to end up in the same station where I'm having to rebuild things, because things keep despawning. And at the same time picked a central location, so if we die it's not too far to run. It's a reasonable place basically. And then at the same time, if we want to go to loot things, it's again reasonable, like Northwest Airfield. This is obviously quite far away, but we'll be fine with that. It's not like we're going to be running up and down to Tessie every single day, you know. Although I would quite like to go to Tessie pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure what's happening with toxic zones here, because I've not been to Tessie yet. I'm not sure if that's toxic or not, or if it's just a bunker that is toxic, but yeah. We'll find out eventually. And where on earth am I going now? I do tend to get lost quite often. Like, it feels like I'm going in a straight line and then just realize that I am actually not. I'm like completely off track somewhere. This sounds like usual me, basically. That's Cabinino, I guess. Which we should probably visit someday soon as well. Well, or maybe after my little break. To be fair, I do want to get some decent melee gear. So once I'm back from the walk and that, we might potentially just hit the road up to Northwest Airfield, see if we can get anything decent in there. I just hear a zombie, or am I tripping? I would actually quite like that generator at some point and get some floodlights and stuff in the base or within the compound kind of thing. Yeah, my initial plan was to build in this green mustache, but then I saw that base, I was like, nah, no thank you. I like to live a bit longer than a day. Well, for my base, even. Crowbar. I am not even sure if crowbar is of any use for anything here on the server, but we are taking it. Like this middle type of square is like so dangerous because everyone kind of keeps their eyes peeled for this bit. Again, I'm like, does anyone know if the bloody toys actually spawn under these Christmas trees? Because since the Christmas event started, I've not found a single toy under a Christmas tree. Like, I do find them, like, other places, but, as I say, nothing under the tree. I'm just wondering if I'm so unlucky every time that I come into them and they're, like, just being picked by someone, or they're just so bloody rare. Oh wow. Oh, thank you. I would actually pick that up if it was in winter. Right, I do feel like the server's restarting fairly soon as well, so that means I shouldn't, like, be too concerned about, like, chopping the trees right outside the base and that. Right. Can opener, literally what I've been early on, not too fussed now. Cool, let's drop some other stuff here. And then make our way to, yeah, basically get some more wood chopped up, and then that way we can start working on them crates. I'd like at least another 2 crates, which shouldn't be too difficult to make. Right, we've got you, and we've got the badly damaged one. I do think I've got a better one upstairs. Nah, we're both bad. Nah, this one's damaged, so I will use this. Right. Just walk up to this, so it's not like in a completely open space type of thing. Cigarettes, we don't need cigarettes, we need a bloody sharpener. Or pickaxe now as well, but we don't need it. It's always like that, eh? When you need something, you can't find it. The minute you don't need it, it's like spawning everywhere. Well, in other words, sod's law. Oh shit. Didn't mean that. Right, let's chop some trees down, and if I could get like 2 tree stacks in, but no, that's actually not going to happen, because obviously the soil isn't going to last that long. I'll take whatever I can, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Until this gets ruined, I guess. I'm not really fast, like I've got another one. The main thing is the sharpening stone, so we can actually continue using them. I should have probably... Oh no, you're not gonna fit, are ya? Oh man, that's so not good. I was hoping to be able to fit in, but doesn't look like that's gonna be the case, is it? What was I gonna say? I can't remember now. I should probably have a look to see if there's any planks around where my base is. I'm not 100% sure if we do have any in Starry. Right, 1 stack it is, so I need another log, and then we're going back to the base, and that's going to be enough for us to build 2 storage boxes, crates. Plywood, not what we want. this tree will actually get to live as well, because I only need one log. Right, and back we go. I believe we'll, yeah, oh shit, that's not what we meant to do. And this way I'll be actually able to store all the stuff, so before I log off I won't have to worry about the things despawning. Which is just perfect. I'll see if I can actually build one of them, like a rifle storages as well. That should probably be a good thing to consider. Right, this bloody plank. Yo, you know what, you can just live on that table, can you not? So much crap I've got on me, eh? Right, next storage unit. Actually, let's have a look if crate, gun rack, workbench. I'm not gonna bother with that. Water collector, stash kit is something we can, basically a box we can stash on the ground. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I should potentially consider that and just stash one anyway, just in case I get raided. At least I'm not going to lose everything, eh? Right, you know what, let's quickly move that plank out of the way, because this is going to really do my head in. I can live right here. And you can live here. Happy days. I'll probably, two things I'm going to have to do. So one is covering this window ASAP. I'll probably just get one of vanilla ones, hoping to cover both windows in one go. And then after that, get the downstairs one sorted so I can actually use the fireplace without being worried about getting killed. Cool, let's get all the goodies from downstairs, and at least our things will be safe for now. Well, safe from despawning, not from the players. Happy days. See how dark it gets, like, and it's not even like proper night here. Right, the code logs should probably go in the same crate. Actually, what I should probably do is get all the building material in one crate, and then all the other stuff spread out across. Right, Hawdee. And what's in this again? What do we have? Yeah, another code lock, nice one. Yeah, so at least we are pretty good with code locks for a wee while, and until we actually upgrade our flag. Depending on the level of your flag, you can only get so many things built. So one of our priorities is the flag. When I say one off, is pretty important, and yeah, the sooner we get that done, the sooner our base is going to be a bit safer. Gonna keep food on me, so at least oh, that's ruined as well. Nice one. I should have probably checked what was ruined, what wasn't on those bodies before I picked the stuff up. Right, that back and bugger off now. We don't want it anymore, and I guess that's us for now, eh? Yeah, I'll just leave it there then. And as I was saying, guys, I will log off for a wee while. Well, not a wee while, probably an hour or two. Get some food, go for a wee walk. And I'll be back on later on, so once again, if you don't mind, please give us a hand reaching at 500 subscribers. I'm only 6 people away, and that was my goal for the end of the year, but unfortunately I didn't quite hit it. So if any of you can give a little push for me to hit that 500, I would really appreciate it. And give us a quick like as well, especially if you want to see some more content from myself. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope I'll see you pretty soon. And bye bye now. Speak you